Dear Dr. J, I've been debating with a colleague of mine about the health benefits and detriments of natural peanut butter against the kinds with all the added hydrogenated vegetable oil. Please help, it's important. Sincerely, Ian from Vancouver, the Canadian one. So if you buy any of the major brands today, Skippy, Jif, Smuckers, you can buy one that says natural and one that doesn't say natural. But is that better? And what does it even mean? There's nothing natural about farming peanuts and crushing them up and putting them into a jar and shipping them around the world. Unless there is, maybe I misunderstand nature. In the case of peanut butter, it's one area where you do actually see the word natural and have some instinct of what it means. It tends to mean just peanuts and salt, no added sugar or hydrogenated oil. It didn't really become a national food until this process of hydrogenation was invented in the 1920s. Fats are just chains of carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. When all the carbons are filled with hydrogen, that's saturated fat. When the carbon binding sites aren't filled, that's unsaturated. Cheap oils tend to be liquid at room temperature, but if you bombard them with hydrogen, they can change shape and become trans fats, which are creamy and gooey. They let a product sit on the shelf for a long time and still be all gooey and spreadable like this. Some peanut butter producers like Jif have switched to fully hydrogenated oils, which a lot of people don't know what to make of that. That does make a fat saturated. So with the fully hydrogenated oils, it creates a real solid. I mean, you can turn this upside down and nothing's gonna happen. Whereas when you have the natural peanut butter without the oils, it's a totally different story.
Jim, come on.
That's how, in nature, someone would eat this. Here, I'll get a little more of this. These are fully hydrogenated oils, so they are a synthetic saturated fat. So Americans spend about $40 billion a year on products that are labeled all natural, even though there is no standard definition for what that means. And the FDA is trying now to define it, but they're having a real hard time, and I don't think they're gonna be able to. It's one of the fundamental questions of philosophy throughout history. So this process, which once democratized peanut butter, which made it cheap and available to everyone, this thing that so many people love, now we're turning against it. And yes, if you eat a lot of hydrogenated oils and added sugars, that's bad for your health. But the amount that most people eat peanut butter, it's probably gonna be negligible. I mean, it's a great question, Ian, thank you for asking it. And I agree that it's important, but I wouldn't lose any love for your colleague over which of these is better. This idea that nature is simply better, when in fact, nature produces some of the world's deadliest things: snake venom, botulism, birds. Birds aren't dangerous. I mean, they're upsetting.
You're just afraid of birds.
I'm not. That was a bad example. Let's stick with the...
Are you afraid of birds?
We'll stick with the venom.